You're back with the boomer. We've got Karen on the line again. G'day, Karen.
Oh, hello again, Boomer. How you doing?
Show's going well.
Oh, that's fantastic. It's lovely to talk to you again. I feel like we know each other really well now after last time, and I think you made me a little bit famous last time we talked.
Well, look, I'm always happy if a caller gets a lot of calls. In this case, it's carry on, Karen.
Oh, well, really, carry on, Karen. Well, this is the same thing that happens last time. My name always gets, a little bit. This is a bit of a carry on, actually, from the last rant I had, but it's more about barren Karen than it was about carry on, Karen.
Barren Karen.
Yeah, and, yes, you made me famous, but I'm not sure it's been entirely a good thing, to be perfectly honest. So,
Barren,
Boomer,
have you been knighted or something?
No, but since I spoke to you last, I have been fighting off multiple offers to have my eggs fertilised. And am I happy about that? No, I'm not. Because it's a little bit confronting when people keep on, recognising my face from the radio, and I'm feeling like I don't have my privacy anymore.
Is this the eggs you get from the supermarket?
No, my personal eggs in my uterus.
Right.
Keep up.
That stuff. Yeah. Go on.
Anyway, some of the offers that I've had, and I do blame you for this, were really insulting. Like there was this one bloke that said if I really believe that my dog Sweetie Pie is my actual child and I want to get the benefit from her, then if he could impregnate me, then I'd probably have a whole litter. And then he called me a good little bitch. And that wasn't nice at all, Boomer.
Ooh.
I get cloned all the time on Facebook, so there's, other Karens. People get friend requests from me, but it's not me. It's another Karen. And I've heard that that's, AI cloning. So it's, AI is just kind of taking over everything and trying to steal my identity. But the thing that I find interesting about that is I don't mind that so much, because I reckon that they're actually trying to build community, because what happens is when you get cloned, your friends start contacting you and saying, oh, look, I think you've been hacked, or I think you've been cloned. And I think it's the algorithms trying to get our community together, because all the people who care about you get in touch. And that's kind of nice. But on the other side of it, you could say, well, maybe the AIs are experimenting with us like we're, like human guinea pigs.
But maybe you should copyright your Karen voice and then sell it.
I have no interest in, look, you know how I don't, agree with Karen being a thing, that I'm a person. Anyway, back to this bloody dating business. There was another time I was at a bar, and this guy said he recognised my face from your radio program. Again, this happens to me all the time.
Face from radio?
Yeah. I mean, I have a distinctive face. Anyway, this guy was tall and handsome, and he was chatting me up, all suave and witty like. But then he kept going a bit out of focus. It was really weird. Now, I'd had a few to drink, but I swear he was getting a bit, pixelated. Like he was just a digital image.
Right.
And now I know there's infiltration going on in our society now, as I've already explained with the Facebook business. So I asked him straight up if he was an AI. And he kind of disappeared after that. Did he go out the floor or back into the digi-sphere where he came from? Look, I don't know. But it was really distressing. So I had another couple of drinks, of course.
Yeah.
Because I kind of liked him, but the fact that he wasn't a real human was really kind of upsetting. That I decided he was not a real human. I mean, have you had much interaction with AIs, Boomer?
Well, look, quite a lot of my callers, I would say, have very artificial intelligence. But look, I use it a bit for the show to do the adverts, because being on the World Wide Web and not at the radio studio, I haven't got the resources to have a band, so I just get some American to sing it for me.
I have discovered, because, and I know this because I like to bone up on my research, I have deeply researched Wikipedia because I want to know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That, AI is actually very environmentally irresponsible, because the power usage and the fossil fuels, I don't go much for climate change and stuff, but this could really actually hurt people, because all of the servers are in third world countries, and all of those poor people are having all of their resources and power and water used to keep the servers cool, so that we can, do something quicker on a corporate level with the AIs. And I reckon, it's just getting a little bit much. And, that they're not getting water, especially with, all the droughts and everything that we're having with the, I won't call it climate change, because that's kind of like just woke bullshit. But, there has been, we're going through a climate cycle whereby there's less water, and all of these poor people, aren't getting access to water.
Oh, sounds very political.
Oh, no, I don't want to go there. But the thing is that I actually reckon these AIs are getting a little bit uppity and full of themselves these days, They're powered by all of those poor people, but they walk around thinking that they've got, a right to be, in charge of things. I was talking to this woke uni student the other day who was standing around in the street holding a sign, and it said AI rights, digital equality now. And I had no idea what he was talking about, so I asked him straight up. And then I also went and checked it up on the internet, on the Wikipedia, because I want to make sure that I'm, not speaking off the top of my stupid head. Anyway, about his sign, he said that it's discriminatory to say that the digital world is less real than the physical world. I thought it was an interesting thought. He said we're heading towards radical corporealism.
Ooh.
Isn't that an interesting phrase? Radical corporealism. He said...
Sounds like you need ointment for that.
Maybe you can. Well, the thing is, he said, it's interesting. He said that being an AI should be seen as a disability because they can't live in the physical world like we can, and we shouldn't penalise them by labelling their photographs in Facebook as AI generated. Now, I take exception to this, and I think that he was just ridiculous because, how can you have rights for something that we've invented? It's not like they're people. But, I get a bit tired when I'm on Facebook as well, because that's where I live on social media. All those photos of their digital landscapes and birds and animals and flowers that are all over the internet at the moment. You go to a site that says that's going to show you beautiful flowers. Yeah. And, it doesn't look like it could be a real flower or a real bird, because, you don't see birds like that. And all these people underneath are going, oh, isn't God wonderful? And, nature is incredible. Oh, bless God for making this bird. And I just go, you're just stupid, because that's just an AI image. And, I think I have a right to know, because I've been talking recently about labelling what's been, produced by AI, and I think I have a right to know if that picture of a flowering jacaranda that looks too good to be true is actually an AI-generated hibiscus with citrus leaves and a climbing vine growing habit, which I would really like, but I can't choose to buy for my garden at all.
There is no God but Zuckerberg.
Well, indeed. And let me tell you, I've had to face the embarrassment of trying to buy one of those kind of plants at the garden centre, and they just laughed at me. No, they said you can't get flowers with spirals and star patterns on their hexagonal petals. I showed them the picture and everything. And not only did I have egg on my face, but I've lost quite a bit of money suing them for their poor customer service, because I don't think it's good for them to laugh at, poor customers who are really doing their best to try and enhance their natural landscape, and to have them laughing at me just because I misinterpreted an image that I saw on Facebook, I think is a bit rough.
Well, I thought with genetic modification, I think it's called, you could now cross a tomato with a fish.
A tomato with they go together, don't they? Yeah. It's like companion planting.
Yeah. So you could get a fish-flavoured tomato. So surely they could copy your geraniums to make them look better.
I don't know if they'd ever make it look as good as the digital world that the AIs are producing, Look, I'll tell you what, with all of the fossil fuels they're using, I hope you haven't thrown away your DVDs, Boomer, because there's going to be an uprising in those third world countries that don't have any water or power because of the AI service, and they're going to completely destroy and, break the internet, and it's not going to be there anymore. So you won't get your streaming videos anymore. So for entertainment, I hope you've kept your DVDs.
I've got the box set of the original Lost in Space, so I've always got that as backup.
That's good. I have to say, I think I'm sounding a bit like a baby doomer, aren't I?
Oh, well, look, this is your platform. Baby doom away.
I think baby doomer, that's a good idea.
Baby doomer.
So, carry on, Barren Karen.
Yeah.
The baby doomer. That's not a bad thing. We don't know who we're looking at anymore. It's a strange world. And, my face, because it hasn't been digitally enhanced, is no longer good enough for the general public. Forget plastic surgery. It's all done online now.
But maybe you could have a AI baby and charge for it, and then you don't have to look after it. These fathers could look after it.
Oh, that'd be a nice change, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If the fathers have to do that. You can't get a physical father to look after the kids anymore. they get you pregnant and then they bugger off. That's another reason why, you know, I don't trust that, you know, once he's planted his seed, he's not going to run away. But, I mean, if the baby is entirely online, then that does make things a little bit fairer, doesn't it?
So like a human Tamagotchi.
I used to have one of those, you know. I kept it alive for years.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, it's up for them to keep it going, and they can pay all the sort of whatever it is they pay. I don't pay. I haven't got any children, but yeah, bring the, you know, every month you get a certificate saying how your little digital sprog's going.
I just hope that Sweetie Pie doesn't get jealous, you know, because, you know, I don't want him barking at the computer every time I'm on visiting my child.
So, okay, this is a sensitive topic. One day your little Sweetie Pie will get to an age. Would you make a live forever avatar of your little Sweetie Pie?
Oh, I'm actually going to take him to a taxidermist and get him stuffed.
Ah, so you wouldn't animate him? No.
He's real in the physical world with me. I want to be able to keep cuddling him, you know, and smelling his fur.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what, nothing smells as good as your babies.
Yeah. Look, I don't know what. Look, when you see those stuffed, I know someone that did that, and the eyes just look like two marbles, you know.
I think you can get the real eyes mummified now, can't you?
Yeah. Look, each to their own. Not for me.
And I don't know why I rang you up for advice. Oh, I suppose I didn't. I just wanted to rant, didn't I?
Yeah. Well, you know, rant away. You don't have to agree with me. And
oh, look, I'm exhausted now, and I've had enough of, you know, looking after your brain problems.
Yeah.
I don't know why I should have to ring up and look after you when you're the one who's supposed to be in charge of this.
Yeah.
So I think you need to go away and have a good, big, long, hard think, Boomer, about who you are and what you're presenting to an unsuspecting, innocent public.
I had somebody like you the other day. I parked my BMW at a bus stop, and they did I do something wrong there?
I think. Did you used to be a bus driver? I knew someone who used to be a bus driver, and she then got a job as a postie on a motorbike, and she kept on finding herself pulling up at bus stops, and to the confused look of many, you know, potential passengers.
Yeah.
Was it something like that? Is that why you parked? Or did you just park there because you're a selfish prick?
I just parked there because it was near the cafe, and I went out and had a coffee and croissants, and all these people were walking up and down the street saying, "Who's who's parked in the bloody bus stop?"
I just think that's a bit rich. I mean, I think, you know, if it's close to the cafe, it's a decent parking spot.
Yeah.
So no, I don't have a problem with that.
You know,
I just have a problem with what's going on inside your head.
Well, you know, I managed to sleep at night, so yeah, and I can still fill out my lotto form.
Look, you go and have your little life on your own. I think I've had enough.
Okay, all right, we've got another caller coming up. Thanks for calling, Karen.
Fuck off.